Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time of stopping by. Welcome. In this channel we'll make videos on styles for our princesses. If it's something that you're interested in, please keep watching and watch to the end. So we are going to make this beautiful style for our princesses today. So because this style have a yoke, I'm going to use my brown pepper to cut out the front part of it. Even though at the end of the day, what made me to use the brown pepper didn't actually work out, or I didn't utilize it as much as I could. So I started by marking my half length, which is 11 inches plus 1 inch allowance for joining. Then I marked my arm, my neckline. I used 3 inches by 3 inches. That's 3 inches for the length and 3 inches for the depth. I'm going to give it a curve for a round neck. Then I went ahead to mark my shoulder measurement, which is 12 inches divided by 2, 6 inches. Then I went down by 6 inches as well for my armhole depth. Armhole depth. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch. I went down by 1 inch, and I'm going to connect it to my neckline to meet my neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect the shoulder line to meet the armhole line. That's the bust line. So at the bust line, the armhole line, I'm going to insert my bust measurement, which is 25 divided by 4. Then my waistline as well divided by 4, and I connected the line. I connected everything. um Everything. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Join the growing family, the fast growing family. Thank you very much for hitting on that subscribe button. To my old subscribers, I say thank you for all your support. So for the yoke, I went up by 1 inch for the from the armhole depth. From the armhole depth, yes. And I cut out every other thing. And that's all for the front part. So I was supposed to cut I wasn't supposed to cut the yoke on the fabric. Meanwhile, this is an Ankara fabric, and I made use of 1.5 yards. That's 1.5 yards. I was supposed to cut the yoke in another fabric, but I wanted to cut the back one together, forgetting that this yoke is supposed to be cut different. So I cut everything together. So when you're cutting your own, you're not supposed to cut the yoke on the Ankara fabric. So for the back length of my style, I went down by 1.5 inches, and then I added the zipper allowance, and every other thing is the same. If you are cutting, then if when you look at it, you're going to see that the back one is going to be longer. If you cut the same way I'm cutting now, it's going to be longer because of that allowance at the center. So after everything, I also reduce the back space for it to have the actual length of the fabric. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And the space in between the two brown peppers is allowance for to join the yoke and the down part. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say though. So I went ahead to this is what I was supposed to do. I'm not cutting this on the Ankara. So I went to ahead to cut the two I was going to use for the yoke. So it's going to be into 4 because I'm going to use one to turn in one. I hope you understand though. Then this is for the down part of it. And that's my waist measurement times 3. I did times 3 for this one. So this is the yoke after cutting. It's time for sewing. So like I said, it's going to be 2. I'll use one to sew the neckline and then turn it out. Then instead of notching it, I'm going to cut out the excess because I don't want it to be visible at the neckline. I'm going to cut out the excess as much as I can, but remember, don't cut through the thread. After cutting, I went ahead to turn this inside out, and then I ironed it down to lay it flat. The next thing I'm going to do is to join the down part of the front bodies together with the yoke. I'm going to sew it down, then turn it, and I went ahead to top stitches as well. So I had to stop stitch it to keep it in place as much as I can. So the next thing I was going to do is to turn the neckline, the back neckline. I forgot, I lost a clip of where I did it before joining it, the two shoulders together. So you're supposed to turn the neckline, for the back neckline, before you join the two shoulders together. I hope you get this as well. So after joining them, then I'm going to use my fabric bias to turn the armhole. You can as well turn the neckline of the yoke the same way you turn the armhole of the yoke, the same way you turn the neckline, but I decided to turn it with the back line, the back one, the back armhole together. So for the down part, I'm going to first of all fold the down and the down of the three, because I have two for the back and then one for the front, because the back is two because of the zipper allowance at the middle. So I turned the down part, I folded it with the allowance. Then for the upper part, I gathered it to be exactly the same measurement for the waist front and the waist back. So this after turning everything, the back as well, and then the armhole. So I'm going to go ahead and then join the front and the gathers and the upper bodies together, the front and the back one together. So this is it after joining the front and the back piece together. The next thing I'm going to do is to hold the back space, the back bodies together. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is the design at the front part. So this fabric I cut out is 5 inches. When you fold it, you're going to have 2.5 half inch for the sewing allowance, and then with the remaining 2 inches for the design. So I'm going to go ahead and print this all around the yoke. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Then turn it and then top stitch it to keep it in place and laying flat. And I also went ahead to iron it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join the two bags together. I'm going to arrange the two bags together, join them together, leaving the zipper allowance open, then join the remaining space and then attach my zip. So I just finished attaching my zipper allowance. The next thing is to shaping the two sides together. If the design at the neck, the yoke, you interfere with the shaping, please try as much as you can to move it in and not sew on it. So I'm going to place them, arrange them well together and shape the two sides together. And that's all for the style. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Share my videos to family and friends. Invite them to come and see beautiful styles. And also, and check out my other videos too if you haven't checked them out. I have beautiful styles in this channel. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.